Unless you're living under a rock, you might have heard about the moistcritikal versus Sneako situation. But you might be asking who Sneako is. Sneako started off with a promising career and now has become the laughingstock of the internet. If you have watched some of his early videos, Sneako had the potential to become one of the greatest content creators on YouTube. But unfortunately, Sneako went from being one of the respected YouTubers to getting banned from YouTube and later becoming a Walmart version of Andrew Tate, and the most hated creator of all time. What led to him becoming hated by almost everyone? But first, let's get into the backstory of Sneako and how he rose to prominence. Sneako started off on YouTube by uploading videos of him playing Call of Duty in his bedroom. But from the get-go, you could tell he wasn't your average 14-year-old. He would discuss political and social issues like gay marriage, racism, and gun control policies beside gaming regularly.
The question at hand is, should the US intervene in Syria?
But on November 8, 2015, Sneako's life changed forever when one of his videos titled "How People View You" went viral, getting over 6 million views as of today. His early videos were quality-based commentary, and the main point of his videos was to make the viewer think about life from different views, and he wasn't the loud and psychotic person he is today. His content used to be more thoughtful and reasonable. He would express his views in a calm and mannered way, often getting very philosophical. But wanting to branch out and expand his content, Sneako began making videos that revolved around him asking controversial questions with clickbaity titles such as "Is it okay to be fat?" and "Would you say the N-word for $1?" Surprisingly, it turns out Mr. Beast was a fan of Sneako at one point. Sneako was even featured in a Mr. Beast video once, but they had a falling out with each other, and Sneako in response made a Mr. Beast expose video that he has since deleted. And what little chance he had of becoming friends with Mr. Beast was dead in its tracks. By January 2020, Sneako's main channel reached 500,000 subscribers. He established himself as a top YouTuber in the space and did it all while not being a copycat. As he became popular, he would go on to make a second channel for more personal and react content videos. You might be wondering how Sneako changed so much in such a short period. What led to him becoming hated by almost everyone? Even though Sneako was doing somewhat okay with his content during late 2020, he had lost that personality and energy he once had. But both as a blessing and a curse, Sneako would strike gold, and that's Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is an ex-MMA fighter and a multi-millionaire who became viral for his red pill statements on every social media. Andrew Tate is also a misogynistic, self-proclaimed alpha male. Around this time, Sneako became deeply influenced by Andrew Tate and saw there is a big market for these controversial topics. He soon morphed into a red-pilled Andrew Tate-loving anti-feminist personality, with many calling him a Walmart version of Andrew Tate. But while Andrew Tate had an MMA background and charisma, Sneako had none of that. To make up for that, he opted to make more and more obnoxious content and unhinged rants. He was slowly falling down the red pill rabbit hole of Andrew Tate and adjacent personalities. Following the footsteps of Andrew Tate, he made clips of his anti-feminist and misogynistic steam rants and posted them on his second channel, Sneako. As a result, it went from 161,000 subscribers in July 2022 to 788,000 subscribers by September. At the same time, he also heavily promoted his creativity kit for $50 a month, which was supposed to be an exclusive method about how to make money on social media. Along with his own streaming, Sneako offers aspiring creators workshops that he says will make them money from YouTube and social media. On his website, The Creativity Kit, Sneako wrote, "From 9 years on, YouTube, working for Mr. Beast, and getting cancelled weekly, I figured out the formula for anyone to profit off of social media." Sneako charges $50 per month for the service according to his website. That includes his blueprint to making money as a creator through a library of training videos, along with weekly community calls and access to a community Discord server, the website explains. Why Sneako received so much hate is obvious. He was becoming an extreme anti-feminist and has made multiple concerning comments about women. Most of his original fans and YouTubers were shocked by his sudden change. People began to wonder if Sneako's sudden personality shift was him just grifting, or if he was finally coming out of his shell and showing us the real him. In May 2022, Sneako reacted to the YouTuber Hamza, who was known for making positive self-improvement videos. During a livestream, Sneako was calling Hamza gay for stretching in a video. In response, Hamza posted a video titled "Don't End Up Like Sneako," in which he mentioned Sneako saying he was gay didn't make sense. Hamza also mocked Sneako. He doesn't go to the gym anymore, and also said Sneako wasn't a man of character and had no integrity, then showing a clip of Sneako admitting to being a cuck. Even though both settled their differences later, this incident goes to show that Sneako didn't care or was putting any thought into what he said. In August 2022, Sneako would again get into a beef with KSI. It all started when Andrew Tate got banned, and KSI tweeted, "Thank God Andrew Tate got banned." This obviously annoyed Sneako, who worshipped Andrew like a god. Sneako would do a live stream where he would call out KSI for being hypocritical, for calling the Creativity Kit and the Hustlers University a scam.
Damn, I wish I could fight better, chat, because KSI called me out to a fight, but obviously he's better trained. He's been fighting for a minute now.
Things got heated when Sneako posted a link to the video on Twitter, which resulted in KSI saying, "You're lucky that I ain't got time for this." Sneako took things further and tweeted, "No principles or character. Everything is about clout to these people." And as a result, KSI went full ballistic and responded with, "But as I can see, you're truly just a man with zero values. Fuck anyone over to be the main guy at the top of the ladder. Demeaning to women, demeaning to Islam, demeaning to people and their wait for your bubble, your truth is a lie. You're a trend that's dying. Enjoy it for now." KSI also posted his private DMs with Sneako, where he offered advice to Sneako so he didn't end up like Tate. And if that wasn't enough, KSI even challenged him to a boxing match. He tweeted, "If you're such a top G, if you're such an alpha like your daddy Tate, why not test that alpha? Let us have a little spar and see how manly you really are in person. You can talk that talk behind a screen, but in the real world, you'll act different, I'm sure." And to no one's surprise, about a week after beefing with KSI, Sneako's Twitter account was suspended. The issues kept stacking up that same day. On September 1st, 2022, the YouTuber Nick Is Not Green uploaded a video called "YouTube Should Ban Sneako." In the video, he stated Sneako insinuated a female YouTuber named Chad. Chad hadn't had sex in a long time and made repeated inappropriate gestures. After simulating aggressive licentious acts on stream while insulting a female YouTuber, many creators actively started calling upon the platform to ban him. Readers should note that he has also made clear political content after reacting to far-right author Matt Walsh's transphobic documentary on stream, and also brought on Nick Fuentes on his channel, a self-admitted white nationalist neo-Nazi. Coupled with his association with Andrew Tate, Sneako would then get banned from YouTube on October 3rd. There are mountains of evidence on the table that pin Sneako to violating several high-level policies like hate speech, misinformation, and harassment. Yes, there have been countless times where YouTube has misenforced these policies to the plight of so many creators. But in this case, and various other cases within the manosphere, they got it objectively right on the money due to the tremendous evidence of Sneako breaking these rules carelessly. Now, it was not formally revealed to the audience the exact reason YouTube made this decision, but it is more than safe to assume the rules I listed are the grounds for this. Some people pointed this out and spun it as another example of the platform's misguided silence when it comes to disclosing motives for bans. Sneako has repeatedly brought on far-right guests who push pejorative views and conspiracy theories towards various groups, such as the Jewish community, victims, various race/ethnic groups, women, obese people, and those with mental health complications, amongst others. Sneako has promoted these ideologies as well, likely being the reason people like Nick Fuentes wanted to come on his stream, and these vary from conspiracies regarding the way the world functions to his personal disdain for people he sees as lesser than him. Now let's get into more recent events. By this point, you know very well Sneako gets into any kind of beef to stay relevant, but this time he flew too close to the sun when he started a beef with Charlie. How did Sneako and Charlie's beef start? Surprisingly, it did not have anything to do with Sneako in the first place. Penguin Zero, in one of his videos, was talking about the misogynistic content that Andrew Tate was creating. But this video got the attention of Sneako, who apparently adores Tate. He jumped in to defend the top G, but went a little overboard. He called out Charlie and his girlfriend, even mocking their appearance. This infuriated Charlie, who gave a fitting counterargument, which ended up disturbing Sneako. He even went on to poke at the infamous rumor about Sneako's cuckold fetish. This resulted in a battle of words, and Twitter became their battleground. Following Charlie's arguments, Sneako released a tweet which showed the supposed advocates who were the cause of his cancellation. This list includes popular streamers like Hassan Abi. It is basically a list of people that hurt his feelings. Though the tweet did not go viral as expected, it surely came under the radar of moistcritikal. He mockingly welcomed them and also took the opportunity to take a dig at Sneako. This infuriated him, and Sneako was later seen dancing in his stream with a gun in his hand. In a response, Charlie made a video titled "Sneako is horrible," which has over 11 million views as of now. In the video, Charlie mocked Sneako for calling magazines clips, and even took out an assault rifle to show that he was unfazed by whatever Sneako does. While Charlie is a fairly well-known character, Sneako had no idea whom he was beefing with, other than that the guy was publicly talked about being cuckolded and doesn't know the difference between gun magazines and clips. Sneako's cuck story refers to a story of watching his girlfriend having sex with other men at sex parties, told by Sneako on a podcast in 2021.
Imagine seeing the girl you love, like,
get fucked.
Get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love her.
In my opinion, it was only a matter of time before someone showed Sneako where he belongs. The guy was diving headfirst down some really touchy and insane conspiracy rabbit holes. He uses beef and controversies to stay relevant, but the problem is you can get blinded numbers until you get cancelled. He chose a path to promote hate, ignorance and misogyny, and his downfall is well deserved.